In the Goonies, it was Sean Astin's first movie, Josh Brolin's first movie, Jeff Cohen's first movie, and Cary Green's first movie. So all of those kids.
And mine.
And yours. You did well for your first one.
Yes, you did.
So what was it like working with Mike? We talked a little bit upstairs about it and working on these films.
He was short.
You know,
You were tall.
I mean, everybody, you've covered it pretty well.
but how did the kid process? Because that's a really delicate thing we do, is working with these children.
I must say Stephen and Mike had really had a lot to do with it, because Stephen loved kids. Mm-hmm. I hate kids.
Well, I think you get bored by them.
Well, why don't we take a look at a couple of clips of the kids that you don't like very much. Each one of those kids was so memorable, but also you had Robert Davi, Joey Pants, and Ann Ramsey. Ann Ramsey. And that was before Throw Mama from the Train.
Yeah.
She was fantastic.
They all were.
They
there
were.
wasn't a misfit in the operation. Actually, they were all misfits.
They were all misfits. But they're so memorable. Each one of those children are so unique and so individual, and all of them went on to work.
No.
No? Not of them?
What's her name?
Carrie.
Carrie
But she
got
did,
married
but
and had
she's-
children.
Yeah, but she came back.
Foolish
She
thing.
came back.
Well, one of the things that happened is with Dick. Dick was so open to the children. He may not have liked them, but he was certainly open.
I loved them. I loved them.
I know you loved them. And he made great decisions, and it made it a wonderful event.
We have stayed close to them all these years.
Yeah.
They're my kids.
Are they?
I mean, it's just, and Lawrence. But I mean, they all turned out to be amazing.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is, you would read them. They'd bring them into the office, and we'd meet, and you'd read them, and you kind of honing it down to a group. And we'd read some together, and finally it was it. And then the first day of shooting, they were in their characters, but they had become little actors out of nowhere, although non-professionals. But they were working on each other, and they finished a scene, and something was so flat. And then I thought back to our casting when we were doing it, where we were reading the lines half of it, and I'm jumping him, and he's jumping me, and Steven's on top of us all. And I listened to the kids. They were all sitting in their little chairs waiting, yapping on top of each other. Nobody could get a word in edgewise. So I realized what it was. What we had working in the readings was not working on the stage because they were afraid to overlap each other and talking over each other. They would wait for the other to cue each other and say their lines. And it was not children. It became little actors. So I said, just be who you are. Be what you're doing now. Be what you did when we read you. And they started to read on top of each other and couldn't shut up. And it was wonderful. I mean, the editor was going to kill me because it's very difficult to put together. But that was a picture. It could have been the most difficult picture in the world. And it turned out to be one of the most wonderful ones I ever worked on. And thank you.
Certainly was memorable.